So, this is John Langridge, and I worked as a teacher at Warwick House for 25 years. I started in September 1996, and I worked until last year, September 2020. And as many people will know, during those 25 years, an enormous part of the work I did and the responsibility I had was in fact for Cambridge exams. And it is curiously through those exams that I came to know about Warwick House in the first instant. I worked as a speaking examiner and as an invigilator and all that sort of thing in the early 1990s, 1991, 92, and in that work I met Stuart Park, who in those days was the supervisor for those exams. And so I came through Stuart to become a teacher at Warwick House. I'd been previously working for a different school. I think many of us have many extraordinary memories from teaching and indeed from the exam world as well. But in my own case, since my life is largely obsessed with going fishing, one of the most curious aspects perhaps is something not many people know about perhaps, which is the Warwick House Carp Society, which met once or twice a year. Harry was a member, Stuart was a member, Deborah was a member, and one or two others were occasional members, honorary members, and we used to go off on a fishing trip, which was more to do, I think, with food and drink and general hilarity than the actual catching of fish, but we had a lot of fun. And the atmosphere of that old Carp Society, Warwick House Carp Society, I think is part of what might be considered the ambiente distinto of Warwick House. So I'd like to remember that perhaps as one of the most curious elements. And the only other thing perhaps I could just mention is that time flies, as we well know. But when the first mention was made of the 40th anniversary of Warwick House, my initial thought was, but surely we only celebrated the 25th anniversary last year. So, time flies indeed.